What is up, everybody? What is up? What is up? What is up? It's the Monday night mock draft show on a Tuesday. Let's go! I got IDP Iggy with us tonight. As always, my boys Pete and friggin' Will. What's up, family? What's up, y'all? My TSA family's in the chat. We got a lot of people here hanging out. We got a special draft tonight. We have an FF7s mock draft. This is a big charity league. Iggy has been putting a lot of work into this charity league, and it's run through TSA, and it's for a great cause, Kawasaki awareness. So before we kind of get into the draft, I'll let Iggy talk a little bit about the league and scoring rules, because it is crazy, man. This is crazy. I mean, y'all, this is IDP. Like I said, IDP, individual draft play or individual defensive players. So there's DST. So you have a defense, individual defensive players. There's also kickers. So it gets to be kind of wild. And it's the hardest thing I think about your league is the shallow bench. Like, that is what makes your league so hard. But we're gonna get into this. It is also what you said, 70 something teams this year, 16 team league divisions.
Yeah, 112 teams total. So
yes, let's go. 7 divisions.
Yeah. Right? So 7 divisions of 16. So you still have that going on with the Fantasy Football 7s. Yeah, definitely benefits Kawasaki's awareness. We got every rural hospital in Colorado last year. This year we're going to try to do New Mexico and Wyoming, lower population states. So that'll be the goal. But as far as the scoring goes, I just tried to create. This is me like tinkering with essentially what is my home league for 14 years, and this format has came out of it where you have to have 6 IDPs. You still get the defense. You have a quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, and then you have 1 flex with the tight end option, and then a super flex with the quarterback option, and then you have a kicker. So you have 15 players. Basically, every play there's somehow somebody's gaining points or losing points, unless it's just like an incomplete pass. It's kind of the only play where there's not points. But it's very rewarding. The linebackers are like wide receivers. The quarterbacks and the defenses have about the same scoring. And it's a big play league. So you get a 40-yard touchdown, 50-yard touchdown, you get extra points. Your player gets 100 yards or more, you get bonus points. Defensively, if your guy gets 2 sacks in a game, you get a big bonus. And sacks it's a big sack league from an IDP perspective. But it's also a high tackling reward. If you get 10 or more tackles, you get a bonus. If you get 3 or more passes defended in one game, there's a bonus. And then, of course, you get the return yards for the individual. You get the return yards for the defense, which could be pretty big. And everybody's getting the draft kit. The numbers on the return yards went down last year, but I think they're going to go back up. I think the NFL saw the trend kept going down and down. Nixon's been the leading return man for the past 2 years, and he went down by about 200 yards last year. So, I think it's going to be fun to watch. And as a fantasy player, I want all those points, man. So I just tried to make it where every player has value. That deep of a league, I want your wide receiver 3s and flexes, to be valuable essentially. So we did everything we could, and it's a lot of fun. And like JC said, you get 5 bench players. I think we had 2 IR spots during COVID. We might bump it down to 1, but you do get 1 IR spot. That's pretty lenient. Like if your guy's down, just 1, right? And you got they can be questionable, and you can put them other ways to help it. And the draft kit's there, and if you need help, just reach out to JC or I or somebody that's been in a league. I try to separate it with people that have been in this style a long time, and just some overall pros. So,
dude,
and then JC's in a different one. Yeah,
you're cutting in and out a little bit, Iggy. That's all good. I just
go ahead.
Say,
you're good.
What's really crazy about your draft guide too is you offer a lot of stuff, like coaching stuff, and that's very, very helpful, moving stuff around like that. But This league is tough, man. This league is super, super tough. This will be my third year, I believe, playing in your league. And last year I didn't do as good as my first year. My first year I did really, really good, except I ended up losing, my quarterback and tight end. So that really, really affected. I mean, you don't have to. The best thing is you don't have to. The one thing I really, really love about your league is that you don't have to start, that tight end.
What division are you in, JC?
Yeah, you don't have to start
I'm
a
in the
tight
same
end,
one
but
as
if you
you.
want to, you can start 2.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I tell you right now, we're about to start this draft up real quick. I'm going to pull it up, but that's the route that affected me, man. I went that route. I had Kittle and I had Mark Andrews. I'm like, dude, I am set. I'm rolling in. I got Lamar Jackson. We're going to go hard. I don't need another quarterback. I got these 3. They're going to bring me Lamar Jackson and Mark Andrews end up going down at the same time, right as I go into the playoffs. I'm like, I'm effed. I'm screwed. And instead of going and picking up Brock Purdy, I picked up who's Lamar's backup? Was like a Huntley?
Tyler Huntley, yeah.
It was such a bad choice. I'm like, oh no. There goes my whole shit. Just crash and burn. All right, I'm going to pull this up. We're going to get rolling. It looks like about everybody's in here. Frito Bandito, Mr. Worldwide. We got to get him. Somebody, hop over and see if you can hop in here, Pete or Will.
I got him.
Let me add this real quick. Let me share. Appreciate everyone coming to hang out with us tonight. I see Mason here. Yeah, tons of strategy goes to FF7s. It's crazy, man. And you'll start seeing it. Like, if you never played an IDP before, you're not going to know really when to draft defensive players. There's some, and it's crazy. The reason I really, really love IDP too is the fact, and your league, is you can literally build your team however you want, and going defensive strong can definitely benefit you. I have seen that. All right, I am going to pull this up.
Esteemed Outlaw, he had TJ Watt, Micah Parsons 2 years ago. That was really beneficial. Got a pretty good run out of those guys,
Yeah, man, it can be very beneficial if you have 2 guys and they stay healthy all year. Like, you can, and then you also have like a DST. That's the thing is, I think I had Dallas's DST that year, and they were just absolutely bonkers. And I was like, this team's gonna win. And then nope, down goes Lamar, down goes Andrews. I said my strategy went out the fucking window. Nothing doesn't matter.
The injury bug.
So yeah. All right, so we're gonna get this started. I know we got a bunch of people in here. I'm actually gonna change our view here because this is better on this side. Just so you know that, Iggy, we do have that set up in here.
I love it.
We pull stuff up and it's not blocking us out. All right, appreciate everyone coming to hang out tonight. Albert's in here. What's up, Albert? Let's go. Mel's super hyped, dude. She jumped in, head first last year with a bunch of IDP heads. All right, I'm going to start this up. We can still talk about a little bit of things while we're rolling. We are going to be giving away the draft strategy, the strategy guide for consistency guide for Bomb Lung, who was on our guy Discos. Okay, this is 1 minute. I put it on 1 minute, but let's roll through as quick as we can.
Do y'all need me to fill a spot? Or just want to auto roll?
No, it's filled. I think Duarte hopped in.
Okay. Yeah, he hopped in last minute. Iggy, when you go,
I thought I had it set for a minute.
Iggy, when you go to defensive backs, do you prefer the corners or do you prefer the safeties when you draft?
Yeah, this is an IDP league where the safeties still carry more value because of the tackle volume, essentially. But there is the new hybrid corner, hybrid safety that's playing linebacker like Isaiah Simmons. Deron Bland does some of that for the Cowboys.
Troy Polamalu.
I mean, Derwin James. There's some guys that do that.
Guys that can come up and make tackles, or guys that can make interceptions. Guys can come up and make sacks. Like, it's a little bit of both.
And the corners, the rookie corners that are going to get thrown to a lot, they're going to get more tackles, more passes defended. So that we saw it with Sauce Gardner. They threw it to him a lot his rookie year. Last year, they didn't throw it to him hardly at all. Thanks, Mace. Tons of strategy for sure, dude.
I hope we're not going to have
Yep.
autos in here. BBILW.
Oh, come on, dude.
Yeah.
Not a bad auto though.
Well,
Justin
third pick
Jefferson.
overall. I would
Yeah.
hope
That's
it would
a
be top guy.
Yeah, that's my friend Jerica. So I texted her. I'll let her know. We got Evan too.
BBILW. Oh, she hopped on. Let them know. Let them know they just have to. Let them know they just have to hit the auto and let them get out. Does anybody know what BBILW is?
I know that. I know their sleeper handle.
Let me get the music rolling again.
Yeah, take the. Sorry, I'm texting Jerica. Oh.
What's up, Bayu Bangle?
Just let them know that. Just let them know that they have to just hit that auto and it'll take them off. There's like a little red thing that pops across the top.
Says it's not letting her in. Let's see.
It showed her if she popped on.
Yeah, and she did? Okay. Maybe that's what she means. It's not letting her pick off auto. It's that pink button.
It should show across the screen. If you go into auto, it should show like let me see if I can do it.
It'll say tap to get off
it's
auto.
like a big thing across the top of the players.
It's like in red letters, I believe.
We all have too much experience with that button.
Can't you take her off, JC, or no?
No, I don't have that ability.
Dude, I love
Mel, if you picked
this
anybody
music.
else,
Thank you
I
all
would
for
have been
joining us
disappointed.
today. No, Mace may have been in a different one. Good luck, Fish. You got this, man. And I just want to let everybody know there's really not a wrong time to take an IDP as long as you get like the top one or two IDPs. Like if you get one of the top one or two IDPs, it's going to have just as much roster value, just as much point value as a top offensive player.
It does, but I wouldn't recommend taking him that super early, like 4th, 5th, 6th.
Yeah, there's more. Yeah,
there's more value. I guess it's like it to me. Here's I feel like you're more likely to find a sleeper in IDP than you are on the offensive side. That's the way I've seen it more.
I believe that.
Like people will kind of show up like last year, like tackles and IDP is big time. If you get guys that can get 10 plus tackles, like he said, you get a bonus for that. Well, guess who showed up last year who was absolutely undrafted? Andrew Bynum.
Yeah,
because he had to, because they were letting people get over the top all day, and he had to tackle people to keep him from scoring. So like, dude, he was so fun to bet. Like we were betting him on almost every week to go 10 plus. Like or they had him at like 6. You're like, dude, take the over. If they had him at 6.5, take the over.
Nah, he was money for a little bit.
Then you got the players that you gotta when you're drafting IDP, you gotta think about two players that are on teams that are bad and on the field a lot. They're gonna get a heck of a lot of tackles.
Yeah,
so it's not always the best.
The draft kit. Yeah, on the draft kit, you can look at teams that did bad: Chicago, beat Washington. But then you go look at Montez Sweat. You go back and look at T.J. Edmonds. You go back and look at our T.J. Edwards, and then Terrell Edmonds. They have some stacked IDPs there, and that could be the potential again. And they could have a great defense. And then you look at Washington, gave up the most points in the league last year, getting Bobby Wagner, getting Frank Luvu, getting Jeremy Chin. Still have Jonathan Allen. I mean, they may not be good with the rookie quarterback, and they're probably going to run a high-tempo offense, which means on those plays where they get 3 in and out, I mean, their defense is basically right back on there, So that's a good thing for IDP. Like I said, you get a lot of points this way. So
I feel like a lot of players too. This is my thought, but I want to know kind of your thought. Do you believe that more defensive players get hurt than offensive players? So somebody else kind of move in and kind of get their opportunity, and if they shine. Oh, where's SoCal?
Well, I think I sent him a message. I was gonna, I think the thing is you also have a higher rotation of IDPs. Like you'll have a nickel package, like Anthony's talking about right there, and it's, what that essentially means is an extra DB. You get a dime package, which is 2 extra DBs. You can get a heavy package on third down and short. You'll get 2 or 3 extra defensive tackles out there or ends out there. So that's going to lead to more injuries because guys are going in and out, I think, and have to kind of be ready, even if their muscles may have relaxed or something. But, and also the flip side of that is, you get a higher volume to choose from. It's not like certain teams where it's like, well, if you don't get the tight end, the starting running back, and the top wide receiver, you're basically, you better choose your weeks nicely. You have a lot bigger sample size. We're getting it rolling right here, though. What do y'all think?
Yeah, I like that, man. I like Richardson a lot. He's got a lot of upside. I like the Kyler Murray pick there with Bijan Robinson. That's going to be really nice. I mean, Breece Hall is, I think, the guy that the top 3 running backs this year obviously are going to be Bijan, Breece, and CMC. Any one of them can be number 1 this year. So it's nice to be able to get somebody like that at the back. Like people got to remember, this is a 16-team league, so
yeah,
it gets to be a little bit tougher.
Yeah,
See,
when you get to the end of round 3,
TJ's getting
yep, he's stacking up, but that's not a strategy. One thing to keep in mind when you're in this league is when you get to the end of round 3, that's already the end of round 4, and like almost every best ball format, most leagues, like you're already a round ahead and you're coming back around. So
I like Duarte over here with Joe Burrow and Jahmyr Gibbs. That's a nice start right there.
That is a good start.
bad.
I like the balanced approach. I do like the balanced approach in this league. Not as many quarterbacks as I thought. I guess there's quite a few, actually. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So super flex rules, 6 per touchdown pass for the quarterback. A lot of incentive on big plays for quarterbacks. So they go pretty fast. But you can usually find some pretty good gold. I imagine when we get to about round 6, 5, there'll still be some good quarterbacks that finish in the top 10 lingering around there,
Yeah,
I'm going to go a wide receiver running back approach here, too, I think. I'm going to get that Boley running back. Jonathan Taylor, man, he's going to be a big one this year. I think he's another guy that could push for number 1.
If Anthony Richardson pans out, the Colts are going to be really good in the South, and they're going to compete with the Texans, and it's going to be tough in that division. I mean, you still got the Jaguars too. Trevor Lawrence is pretty good.
Will's going all Texas. He's building all.
He did the Texas 2-step. He did the Texas 2-step over there, boy.
If I could live in Texas, I would. I love it.
I don't know. I guess it's different in everywhere. I guess where I was at, it wasn't great. I was on the east side of Texas, north side.
Yeah, I'm used to hurricanes, so I'm not worried about that.
I was in Wichita Falls, dude.
Oh, that's where my family's born. That's what they call North Texas, JC. It's on the border of Oklahoma.
Right now, you want to know the funnest thing to do there? I mean, probably go to strip clubs, or there's nothing else to do. Go to the mall. That's it, dude. There's nothing to do there. It was so boring.
Yeah, it's a boring place.
So boring.
It's a boring place. I'm glad I never lived there.
Trouble, dude. That's you go to basic, or it was a tech school for military. Like that's where you want to be. Like not Fort Lauderdale. Like you're gonna get in a lot of trouble.
Wichita Falls, man. Yeah, right on the border. Yeah, the only thing cool there is like if you got some like mudding vehicle, you can go romp around on the Red River. But that's about it.
Yeah,
you can go visit the Frito Bandito. He lives right there in Oklahoma, right there.
Yeah, he's right there. That's right.
I like that start right there. Cruiser. I like that. Josh Allen, Jaden Daniels. That could be really fun.
Jaden Daniels is gonna have a.
Oh wait, there's
you don't know. You don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
There's no third round reversal. Just so y'all know. Yeah. It went to a third round reversal, but there's not one. Just wanted to clarify that for everybody.
Well, your friend, like your BBILW jumped in here and they got out of auto. So your friend literally just has to hop in and just there's literally a button at the top of the screen that says take out of auto or something like that.
Let's see.
Mace already getting knocked. Oh, Voice Aluakun, dude. He's absolute monster. He's one of my favorite defensive players. I think it's a little bit early, especially in this with everyone that's kind of here. I think he probably would have made it to the 4th round. Maybe not.
There we go, mate. Yeah.
I mean, it's not like it's a good pick. He can put up 40, 50 points a week. He can put up massive points.
There are going to be no quarterbacks left by the time they get to me.
The 3rd round reversal threw a kink in there for sure.
Hey, I'm going to tell you this right now. There was over 50 quarterbacks that started last year.
Oh, injuries.
Yeah.
Injuries. It was the most rookies to start last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
That
a
was
ridiculous.
wild.
That's a ridiculous stat. This is cool though.
Right.
How many rounds are there?
So nasty QBs.
20.
Oh, get my stack right here. Goff and St. Brown. I'll take it.
That's a
Gotta
good
love
stat.
that, man.
I'll take
That's
it.
so.
All right, Will. What you going to do? You going to snipe me?
No, I don't think so.
Let's
I don't
see.
think we're in the same boat there, but let's see.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
See, I got a problem here.
You got the stack. We got a triple step. Forget the 2-step. We're waltzing now.
He's going all Texas, baby.
All Texas.
Oh man.
About that
I'm gonna
Collins
get you
and
a barbecue,
Stroud.
some barbecue ribs. I'm gonna get you some coleslaw.
Hey,
I just need a Texas Cadillac now.
the next stream, you need a hat. You need to put
Texas
one,
Roadhouse, baby.
one
I'm
of
gonna
those
use
10-gallon
your
hats.
team that. Just
Oh
go to
yeah,
Texas Roadhouse.
I love that
Right.
restaurant. We have one down the block from me.
This is
So
a
good.
little bit of a reach, but I think he's gonna have a great year this year. I think he's got some weapons now, and it's his 2nd year. So I think Will Levis is gonna have a great year.
Woo!
I don't know. That's ballsy at 3.
Yeah.
3rd round.
Did you see what's left?
Holy
Yeah, I mean,
moly.
it is 16 teams. So that's why I went 2 QBs first.
Holy moly.
They took Roquan,
Micah
Oh,
Parsons. Woo.
Michael
Oh,
Parsons.
I don't know. I don't like
No.
that.
Nice.
No, too high,
Roquan
man.
and
I had him on my.
Cali
my
King
keyword.
got 2
I
high
like-
tacklers.
I like Matt. I like Mace's approach here.
Pittman.
I watch Roquan play in Chicago week in and week out. That guy puts in the work. He's just a tackling machine, and he can hit. He's all over the place. I like that guy. That's a really good pick.
Zero record. Cruiser, Josh Jacobs, TJ Watt.
Hot pick.
Man, look at everybody's going now.
Hey, don't let
Rogers off the bed.
you guys.
Pac went Stafford Rogers. He's going the old connection right there. I love it. Pac down in Mexico. Thanks for joining us, man. Got the bandera. See it. Got Woodson and AJ Hawk hanging out with us tonight in the Jersey section. Super Bowl winners, man. Ohio State versus Michigan.
All right, Callie, I see you. Callie King.
Jalen Waddle. All right. Pete taking another Dolphin to back-to-back Dolphins. Myles Garrett, first defensive lineman. And Trey McBride. Raider butts.
But that is not auto.
Max Crosby, baby.
Oh, you
He's
just
in-
hurt Frito.
Let me get those sacks, baby.
Yeah.
He's so mad right now.
I think the Raiders are going to be pretty terribly offensively, and yeah, dude, Max Crosby, Robert Saleh, those guys.
But
Dude,
who's
that
starting
line
at
is gonna
quarterback?
be-
Which
that line is
mustache?
Oh, that line is gonna be terrifying.
Yeah, that line is nasty.
Don't
All right,
have Brock
good.
Bowers.
There
Sorry,
we go,
Frito.
Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold off the board for TJ Costa. I do believe he's a Viking. We'll have
He's
to
a Viking.
confirm that. So I don't know how many quarterbacks are left. Let me see. I guess I can see right here. Yeah, you're getting into the maze. Well, there's still a couple quarterbacks I like. I'll just say that.
Yeah, there's quarterbacks here that I like too. There's quarterbacks that keep going down here that I'm okay with.
Huh.
You just grab a couple guys late. That's what I've been seeing, man. Like Scott Fishbowl too. Like, man, you get to like the last round, I'm like, dude, there's players like Sam Howell that are still there. I'm like, dude, he can start.
I don't know, you guys.
Start week 4. Dude had the
Gino-
most passes in the NFL last year. Like, why wouldn't you want him throwing you the ball? If I'm DK, I'm like, I want that. I want to have balls flying at me all the time.
I think Gino's too good, man.
I think he's all right. He has his days. He has his days. I think it's because of what he's surrounded with.
Skull. I don't know. I watched like 86 seconds of him getting out of like almost sacks today. It's pretty impressive. There we go, man. Still some good quarterbacks.
Oh, SoCal, man. I wish he was here.
Who's he drafted?
All offensive players.
He's got Jalen Hurts, Sam Laporta, Travis Etienne, Rashid White, Kenneth Walker. And Fantasy Football 7s is a slow draft. I think some leagues that have 4 hours, some leagues that have it 8 hours. I'll probably move them all to 8 at least after the first round. Fantasy 7s has people in South America, North America, Europe, New Zealand. We did have somebody. We have people in Germany, Denmark, Serbia. So we're like got time zones all over the place. So for the most part, it'll be 8 hours. Everybody wants to get that first round, even in a slow draft. Just hope to get that in and not get robbed all day. And then all the clocks stop from 10 to 4 Mountain Time. So that would be midnight to 6 a.m. Eastern Time. Ooh. Let's ask, how do you feel, Pete, about Romy Odenuzzi? How do you feel about the Chicago Bears as a whole? We got Moore, we got Romy, we have Keenan Allen, full commit. What are you doing with that room, and how are you looking at that situation?
I think that there's going to be rookie troubles because Caleb's still very young, but they put him in a good situation. I'm still not convinced with Swift in the backfield. I think Roshan will get more carries, even though they paid Swift. He's the bigger back. He's the bigger goal line back. And
It's good defense.
it's going to be tough for Caleb to figure out where to spread the ball around.
Please.
You know, he's got a lot of veterans, but I have a feeling, and it's just my feeling, that Keenan Allen's not going to be this big guy that everybody thinks he is. I think Keenan Allen will be the third wide receiver because Caleb and Rome Odunze already have a little connection since the flight to the draft. You know, they didn't expect to get drafted. You know, and the tight ends, I mean, you got Everett and Komet. I mean, they're sure-handed tight ends. If the offensive line can stay together and keep Caleb upright, we'll be okay. I have them at 9 wins. I know you have them at 5, but I have them at about 9 wins.
So which of the 3 wide receivers do you like best at their ADP?
I still DJ Moore.
Okay.
It's DJ Moore has shown he's, quarterback proof. He doesn't matter who's playing quarterback. He's got it.
I feel you. Yeah. Moving right along with this draft, wasn't expecting that. Mace getting T. Higgins in the 6th round there. Jaden Reed in the 6th round. Yeah, there's still some good players. That's a good thing about IDP. It does stretch that offense a little bit once you get people around. Like Cruiser going after Baltimore. Defensive special teams score the most points in this league. All right? So Be mindful of that. It's not I intentionally made defense special teams a high-scoring event. The Dolphins had that shutout last year. I mean, they scored like almost 100 points. It was like 80-something points. The Dallas Cowboys have scored over 75 points a couple times. It's interesting in that aspect, but not every week. people complain about having the Dolphins, and I think they had like 2 points or negative points another week last season. So, it gives and it takes still.
On DL strategy here. I got two absolute monsters on the line here.
Yeah, you do. Hey,
Two of my favorites.
Hey, that's a good thing to go, man. Stacks, big plays. You got a lot of Lions. When's their bye week? Week 5, right?
Yeah, week 5.
So you'll have it done.
Early, if I can take an early L, I don't mind it. The late ones, those are ones that hurt the most. You're trying to make that stretch and you get an L. Ugh.
Which reminds me, the draft kit has all the bye weeks in it. The teams on there, like coaches break down new defensive coordinators, new offensive coordinators, points per game. And then my personal, like if I'm in a slow draft and I'm looking at, I haven't seen who the last 3 or 4 picks are, I go back and look. And then I look at like, okay, this is what I've got. This is what's left kind of. What does this rank? Is this, I get to the point I just know it, in my head. But you would be like, okay. You got this choice between a guy that's on a good offense, on a good offensive team, and then you got this guy that's a good defensive player on a bad offensive team, and you can kind of break down the worth from there.
I think I started an IDP run.
Oh, Evan's in there. What's up, Evan?
What's up, Ev? I started an IDP run.
There we go. Hutchinson,
Hey.
Bobby Nick Bosa.
Don't hate on me, son. That was an accident. Dude, Anthony
Wilkins.
For Hawkinson. The last draft, I was trying to look at stats on Hawkinson to compare him and Pitts for when Kirk Cousins was like playing, and instead of hitting the button to like look at him, I hit draft. I drafted Hawkinson in like the 3rd. It was so bad.
You gonna best
still
ball
finish
that
it.
still?
What's that?
Are you gonna best ball that one where you drafted Hawkinson?
Oh yeah, I will. I'll set them all to that.
It's hot time, baby.
It's Hawkinson season.
This does have some tight end premium to it, though, right?
Yeah, I think it's like 0.25 per catch extra, and it's half point PPR. So there is a small slide in premium of it. And then thank you, Mel, for the comment. I hope it helps you. I'm digging the vibes. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Going through the show. Cooper Cup, man. Not until 7th round in a 16-team league. That's pretty good. Vegas, Dallas Turner, Kyle Hamilton.
I like the Kyle Hamilton pick.
Yeah. Start getting to those defensive backs. It's a pretty good drop off after you get past 8 or 9.
Yeah.
You're about to.
I think at some point I need to draft a defensive player.
Good stock to offense, man.
I'm gonna take a risk here with Mark Andrews. He broke my heart once, but I think he's gonna have a bounce back year this year.
Hey, it's not. Hey, he had an injury. It's not his fault.
I know, he broke my heart. Mel's in here laughing at me.
He
A little
was
saucy.
saucy.
A little saucy.
Getting saucy.
He's
Sauce
playing
fired
really
that
well
for
and
well.
sharing it on Twitter. It's crazy. He
I
can drive the
feel
ball.
like that. Here's my thoughts on really, really great defensive backs. How many times is the ball gonna be thrown his way?
Well, we talked about this earlier.
You going TJ Edwards.
Damn, Callie.
Love it.
I was gonna go Montgomery. I thought about just going all Detroit.
I think that's the difference with the DBs. Again, the safety get to roam the field a little bit more, so they get more tackles. They get to come in on the line. I mean, who would be a great player if he would stop getting injured? Hafunga.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
true.
He's still a good DB.
He was
Yeah,
a nice little sleeper find late in his rookie year. He kind of showed up and he got an opportunity, and then he was going off.
Love Bobby Wagner there. He led the league in assisted tackles last year. He could do it again.
Yeah, he's got a great motor.
Back-to-back Commanders there. Cruiser taking the commies, as Anthony says.
Man, I like Pack's team. He went. I mean, besides the old rusty quarterbacks, I mean, if they pan out, they're going to be great. But the rest of that team is looking. Oof.
I like Stafford. Stafford just puts up points.
I like Stafford too. But,
Rodgers, we'll see if he can make it past first play. Hopefully.
he will. Second play.
Oh no.
Yeah, dude. All right, man. What you gonna do here?
Ooh, it looks like almost everyone's here. We just got one auto now.
She said,
Great.
Jerica said, she said her screen's like blank when she pulls it up. I think Fish was having that problem. I don't
Weird.
know how else. Can you invite people after we've already started?
It shows that she's.
Enable sounds.
Shows that they're in here. Got the green dot here.
Yeah, I see that.
Daniil Hunter. Man,
Yes,
I'm
sir.
so mad the Vikings let him go. It makes me want to cry.
Kyle Pitts in the 8th round.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
wild. It's
You
awesome.
What
guys
am I
like
doing?
swap pass rush. You got
I love it. This is
that's
cool.
not
It's so
bad. What I
different.
love about it. What I love about Fantasy Football 7s when you get a good tight end and you plan on starting them in your flex every week. Like now you can rock. You've got it. You got your 2 quarterbacks. So you took care of your super flex. You took care of your flex. Now you just have you can have 3 running backs, 3 wide receivers, and you're pretty much set. You don't have to worry about stretching out your wide receiver 3 and hoping they get a couple catches. I got Kyle Pitts. He scored a touchdown this week.
Yeah, and also it helps with the shallow bench too. You don't have to be worrying too much.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you're covered.
Yeah, that bench, man.
Exactly.
Oof.
I'll tell you, this is gonna be tough, but I
Take
like
one of
it. I'm up for the
Iggy's guys.
challenge.
That's where you put the work in.
I'll take one of Iggy's guys.
Who did you take there, JC? Let me see.
Quay.
Let me see. Quay Walker's going to be good, dude. Trying to send another different out.
Quay.
that-
You got Quay.
Quay Walker. I love it, man. There's been a lot of IDPs lately. That's your first Packer? That's your first linebacker, too, huh? Yep.
First Packer, first linebacker.
What's up?
Well,
We got 40 people. Thank you.
Appreciate everyone hanging out with us tonight. 40 people. Hey, if you jump over to our
Thank you.
YouTube, jump over to the YouTube at the sports affiliation, jump over to the YouTube. You can jump in the chat, literally subscribe. It's free. We got a lot of stuff going on. Things are picking up. Pretty much a show almost every day. I know the girls are gone. Usually they are on Wednesdays, but they will be back soon. Tomorrow we do have a show. Greg Kellogg is going to be popping in on Wednesday tomorrow. And Tip on Thursday. Checkdown is usually on Thursdays, but we got 4th of July going on. So we're going to kind of give everybody a day off. And then Friday, I got Drafters After Dark. So anybody out there that wants to get involved with Drafters, you like drafting like we're drafting right now, basically you draft all the time. I'm about to get on Wednesdays tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to draft my golf team for the week, the John Deere Championship. So I'll get that rolling. But yeah, a lot of things going on with the sports affiliation. Iggy, are you going to be doing your show on? Oh, he must have rolled out. He must have lost service. But I know Iggy's got his betting show too. Him and SoCal, they have their betting show called Sup Home Slice. A lot of information about that. But yeah, hop in if you want to hop in with Drafters. And if you want to get matched, we got our code. Let me put the promo code up here real quick.
2 fat guys, short benches. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I agree with you.
Yeah, super short bench.
With handcuffing, I agree 100%.
It's so hard to handcuff. And it's such a deep league, 20. We got 20 slots. Appreciate that, TJ. All about
Thank you.
positive.
Thank you, TJ. Does anybody else hear the ticker? Or is that just
Nope.
me?
You can turn it off.
Yeah, you can
It
turn
might
off the
be-
sounds.
It might be me. I can turn it off.
Maybe it is me.
I think like in the second episode, mine was going off and I had to shut it off. It wouldn't stop.
Ah,
Lad
That's fine.
McConkey, I like that pick.
Yeah, I
Maybe
think
back-to-back rookies.
nice pick,
Yeah.
Fantasy Fitch. Nice pick.
Dallas Cowboys. Sorry,
Defense is
NFC.
so good.
Yeah. Do you think Deron Bland is the most important Dallas Cowboy defender?
No.
You think it's Parsons?
I think it's Parsons and D-Law. No, actually, I probably would go Parsons. I think Parsons is going to have a better year. I was a little disappointed last year with his.
What's
with
up,
him.
Jerry? Hey, but you
Just
know
was.
what?
I mean, he was there. Don't get me wrong. He did a great job, but I thought he was going to really win Defensive Player of the Year and go ham. But
Parsons
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
show up in the playoffs. He doesn't show up when it's big time.
none of them do. Dak doesn't. The coaches don't. Maybe Lamb does. Lamb's just a monster. But we had Tony Pollard. He didn't show up at all last year. Not fantasy wise, like team wise. They just. And then this year we have Elliott with the committee. I like to call it
Stud.
Dowdle, Bruce Vaughn, and
JC.
Freeman.
Oopsies! Did I snipe you?
You got Hollywood Brown.
Hollywood. I mean, who else is going to be the one there besides Kelsey? It's going to be him. He's going to be a focal point. He was really good with Kyler.
I love Hollywood Brown, especially in the 9th round in a 16-team league. I mean, it's amazing.
He's my third wide receiver. I can throw him in the flex. Half point PPR. He's going to get targeted.
Oh, I did not want to draft him.
Gotta love that.
Hawkinson's
It's just like,
saying-
hey, should we make fun of you now after you were making
Yeah.
fun of me about Hawkinson?
McKinney time.
McKinney season. That's all right. I got to make it back. I'll make it.
I
up.
love McKinney. Let's go.
I like Xavier.
I was trying
Like
to.
McKinney.
Oh,
He was the number 3 DB last year, I think.
yeah.
He had a good year last year for the Giants. But that was the New York Giants. I hope he doesn't have to be used as much, but Green Bay can make a big run. I almost posted for our TikTok, which you can follow as well, that 1,800 for the Green Bay Packers to win the Super Bowl is pretty good odds. It won't be that high in the middle of the season, I promise.
I mean, if you're an owner, you have to take that bet. I would.
Yeah, I
It
think
ain't
I
gonna
need
be
to
the
take it as well.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm at 100. I put $1,000 on them not winning the Super Bowl. I don't know
The
what the
Packers?
odds are. No, the Vikings.
Oh,
The odds are probably like minus 5,000.
yeah, probably
Minus
are.
10,000.
It'd be like a secure U.S. bond. You'd be getting your money back.
It's a free play.
Sometimes betting like that's the best way. Trying to find some super high odds and just slap on it.
What's up, Jerry?
Jerry,
What's up, Jerry?
I like McKinney, says Anthony. Good call, bro.
There are
Quincy.
some really good offensive players on this board that have
Quincy
not been
Williams.
drafted.
I agree.
Back-to-back Williams brothers.
Uh-oh, quick turnaround right there.
Zach Moss off the board. Yeah, running backs are getting kind of thin.
Aziz Al-Shahir, I love it, man. Sneaky good linebacker. So he's stacked up. Of course,
Chandler
don't
Jones.
forget, I do want to remind everybody, like, JC, can you click on TJ Watt for me, please? It's Cruiser. Yeah.
I don't think it'll let me.
Oh, you can't like view it?
Yeah, I'll go.
Yeah, if you guys see, he's got the dual designation right there, linebacker and defenseman. That's like a little come the play, you know, especially with 5 bench. You get a good player that has dual designation, and you can swap them around between required positions. It is a big plus, especially when you got a guy named TJ Watt. Pretty sure you just plug him into the defensive line, let him do his thing. He's the number 1 IDP last year, so you just kind of expect that to, you know, he's been robbed. I think he should have 3 defensive players of the year. Aaron Donald got 1, you know, and Myles Garrett got last year, even though TJ Watt had a much better like stat performance here. So we'll see, but he's right as rain as far as the IDP role goes. He's just the guy. TJ Watt's him.
I see Sniper Mel drafted every Green Bay wide receiver so far.
And she has Jordan Love. Let's go.
Great stacks, dude.
That's
Gotta
gonna
quit
be,
you.
I tell you, that's gonna work for her.
Hey,
They're gonna be killers
wait till
this
that
year.
bye week comes
Yeah, that's
with a
Yeah.
short bench.
with only 5 bench spots.
She's gonna be
Yeah,
dropping
you're gonna
a lot
have-
of players.
It's gonna be rough.
That's a good point. You already got what, 4 players, all Packers, on a week 10 bye there, Mel. But Christian Watson, 9th in the 16th round. It's weird to me that Jaden Reed is the number 1 wide receiver taken. I love him. You know, JC and I have talked about him a lot. But I just think Christian Watson and Romeo Doubs have an opportunity to be just as great numbers. I really do.
And I don't know if Christian Watson's gonna keep. I don't know, man. He just keeps getting injured. I just don't know if he's gonna come back and be that guy, because he was like the field stretcher. You know, he was the big play guy. Like that's what he was known for. But
What
if
about
you want
Wicks?
my opinion, I think it's gonna be Dobbs and Reed. And I think Wicks pulls in. I think you get a lot more of the Christian Watson. He's like going to be a good best ball guy this year. Like he'll have those games where he has a huge week where he has like 4 catches for 100 and something yards and 2 touchdowns or something. You know, like Christian, that's what he was known for. Like he would have those big, huge games. Like what was it, the year? Was it his rookie year where he like it wasn't even like he didn't even show up till like midway or fourth. Like if you drafted him, you're like, holy shit, I got this late guy that's pushing me to the playoffs because he's having these 30-point games 3-4 weeks in a row, and then you know he gets hurt. You know, like he's that big. He's Mike Williams. You know, like he's gonna be great, have a lot of big plays, and then I think Dobbs is very secure. I think he's secure in that offense. I've heard people say that he's not, but I think he has great connection with Jordan Love. They played a long time together. He's been really healthy. I think Jaden Reed showed a lot of play last year. He came out in his rookie year and he was very dominant when he had the opportunities to show out. Then you got Wicks, who's another guy who has an opportunity. Like when you saw was it Dobbs that was out for a little bit? Boom, here comes Wicks. Wicks steps in and he shows out. Like that team is great because it's like they don't have an A. They just have like 3 great B receivers or 4 great B receivers. You know, like you might have 1 B plus receiver in Dobbs, but I think the rest are like, you know, great Bs. And there's nothing wrong with having 4 B receivers. Like that's better than having an A and a B and a D. You know, like I'd rather have 4 Bs. You know, like you have dependable guys all the time.
I agree, and either one of them can step it up in any given week, you know, so that's another beauty of it. What is that? Daniel Jones at the 11th pick for Durante. I do want to look at Frito Burrito's team real quick, man. He got Najee Harris and James Conner in the 8th and 9th round. I think that's pretty special.
Yeah.
You know, and then like we talked about, he's got Christian Wilkins doubled down with Las Vegas Raiders, so every sack Wilkins gets, he'll get the points for the individual, he'll get the points for the tackle for loss, and he'll also get that on the team as well. So a lot of points from 1 sack if you double up like that on a player.
I was like, who took the Raiders? I knew who it was.
Hey, I already knew as soon as it said Raiders, I was like, I know who took them.
Yeah.
I was trying to
Absolutely,
stack
dude.
that with my guy, but it's all good. I see how it is.
Every time I hear the word Raiders, I think of Frito.
There's no spots left. We got to ride up. We were in the same terminal on the flight back. I thought we were going to get to ride together. He got to hop on board before I did. So when you get to pick your own seat, most people just try to get as close as they can. But we got to talk in the terminal a long time. Talked to him about the Monster League that they're a part of. He's with man, blanking out on the people's name over there, but really cool concept. I mean, there's just so many things going on in that Monsters League they did last year. I'm not sure if they're running it back or not, but super cool league.
I was talking shit about Gino, but I'm gonna go ahead and get him for another stack here.
Isn't that how it always ends up like that?
It's okay though. I gotta have 2 quarterbacks this year. It affected me once. Not letting it affect me twice.
I got a guy.
Oh, Fish said he clicked the wrong LB.
Let's see what you got there, Fish.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, Mel, you gotta know a lot about your opponents. That's the only way you can win. You gotta know all the in and outs about your opponents.
There's nothing wrong with Brian Young, Fish. Brian Young is it's a great pick, man. He's gonna have a good second year, he's gonna have a good year next year.
Yes,
Sometimes
please.
those
Go ahead.
accidental picks, they pan out.
Absolutely, Pete. That's why I let some of my best balls just auto pick.
Yeah,
Here's
just so
my.
y'all know, this IDP FF7s it is closed out. It is filled up.
Yes, it is.
Appreciate that, Sleaze. Appreciate that. Yeah, next year it's a fun league, man. It's tough. If you want to get in and play against some tough minds, like I said, this is the way. If you want to build this is probably the closest you can get to being like a GM, like where you can legit kind of build your team to what style you want to play. If you want to be a hardcore defensive team, like you go how Cali King started off right away. Mace went hardcore. 2 stacked really 2 big linebackers. You're going to score some massive points. He's like basically going 2 strong running backs right there, right off the bat.
Yeah, there's all kinds of ways to build the teams. That's another thing I love about it. And you get to play with great people. You can play with Pete, Will, JC. Like we said, Gary Davenport's out there. Leo, who won the Kings Classic. We got William, or Bill, who won Fantasy Football 3. And also, just put it on the camera real quick down. We make a tie-dye. I used to give it out to every league winner. And I keep thinking we're going to expand past 7. And I was like, man, that's a lot of tie-dye and mailing. But you get your custom tie-dye shirt with the champion logo. The new logo is somebody being tackled for the IDP guys. But, we hand make these. And then if you finish first out of 112 people, you get the jersey. And then what Pete alluded to before the show here with the wink, that's something else you get if you win it all. Helped by Trophy Smack helping us out since we're a charity league. Wink and Bach, the first commissioner of the NFL, Raiders fan, Frito, or he's actually associated with the Raiders, maybe part owner or something like that. And so we named the ring after him in honor of that. And what I loved about Wink is he said it in his first article. He was like, the game was just so contagious and so fun, and he would type on a typewriter and send out in mail with postage, like weekly letters to all the people that played in his league, which I think was 8. I think it was 8 at that time in the original year. They had a dunce. They had a live draft. Just all the things that you're supposed to do with fantasy football, I feel like. You're able to do with it, and he did all that. And he had defensive players. He had the kicker, and he had defensive players. So, in my mind, you got to have IDP. There's no 2 ways about it. And you get a chance to win ring by Trophy Smack. So,
Nothing wrong with winning rings.
yeah. Rich, that's Frito Bandito. What's up, buddy?
I was able to
Everyone
get
is-
my tight end in the 12th.
It's good. Everyone's a Raider fan deep inside.
You know what? I got a soft spot for the Raiders. They're kind of like the walled up desert of the NFL. Oakland, LA, Oakland, San Francisco here, whatever. And then they finally get their home in the desert in Las Vegas. and they're one of the best organizations in the NFL, one of the most historic organizations in the NFL. And I just got a lot of respect for Al Davis. A lot of people may not, but I just think like he was made an enemy by the commissioner before Pete Rozelle. And that's just you make the enemy out of the boss, and he can still rise to fame. And he went from Brooklyn and did everything he could to acquire the Raiders. So I just kind of fell for the Raiders too. But I'm a Packer guy, Rich. I'm a Packer guy.
Yeah,
we're speeding along here. JC just got Brian Branch.
I love me some Brian Branch, dude. He was a baller last year. Hey, I'm going all Detroit, dude. I'm all in on Detroit this year. Let's go, baby.
Like Mel with the Packers.
Well, I mean, I'm a Vikings fan, but I know they ain't gonna win, so it don't matter. I'm gonna root for a team. I'm not rooting for the Packers. I can't. I'm gonna tell you right now, though. I did back in the day. Like I heard Iggy talking in his interview with the doctor. That was a good interview, by the way, Iggy. But you having a little bit of a Bears fan in you. Like back in the day when I lived in Italy, we went to Germany, dude. I saw some pictures. They showed me pictures. We had the scrapbook, and here I am, dude. I got the old starter jacket. Green Bay Packer green. Dude. Oh, yeah.
So it was ugly.
I would love to find one of those from the Cowboys. Oh.
Dude, old school starter jacket. Mm-hmm. Mom's like, I don't know what the hell you were thinking letting you have that thing on. I was like, hey, it was a dope-ass jacket. Starter, you can't go wrong with the starter jackets.
Oh, SoCal took my guy.
Works there?
Yeah. A lot of people are down on it, man. The guy makes hits.
Yeah, that's all that matters. Like I said, tackles, or if you get hits on quarterbacks, even if it's not a sack, hits on quarterbacks count too. Pace, that's a good pick. I don't think I have a single Viking on my team.
Rashi Rice in the 12.
There's nothing wrong with that, dude. Even if he gets time, even if it's gone for like a couple weeks, he's gonna come back and be.
There goes Frito.
Ivan Pace, dude. Fantasy Fish probably got the best, maybe the best Viking. He's gonna be good, I think.
Pace is dope, man. He's gonna be a beast.
Kyle Duggar, love to see it. Anthony, Texans. Jake Ferguson went double tight end there, huh? Interesting, Rich. Interesting.
I like Hawkinson late, but don't take him early like I did.
Chuba Hubbard, I love that, Will. Go ahead.
Thank you. I think he's gonna have they're gonna have a better year this year. Gambling on it.
Yeah, I think they'll be better. I was surprised. Did anybody pick up Baker Mayfield? Where did he go? Somebody had to have.
I did.
Yeah, he's up.
Did I? Wait. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah.
You got him, Pete. I think he's such a great late quarterback to pick up, man.
In the 5th.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got him after Bo Nix. I don't know. Wait, you took him right before Bo Nix. So, but yes, I think he'll be better than Bryce Young. I think he'll be better than Sam Darnold. I think he'll be better than Deshaun Watson. I think he's being undervalued. And they basically have the same playmakers.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say it. He's got all the players, to throw to and make the plays for him. So, I mean, if he stays healthy and his wide receiver core stays healthy, Otten stays healthy, they're going to be good.
I agree, man. And I'm trying to copy and paste that, but I can't. Because it only gives you the option to show it. But you can probably paste it on YouTube if you're there. Greg sent that from X, actually. So you just go on the X and copy and paste that if you want to get the story about Weekenbach.
SoCal's going to auto.
Oof.
Yeah, he's at work. So
he's at work.
So we made through most of it. Russell Wilson. Look at that. Geno Smith, JC, just talked about it. Getting him in the 11th round is nuts to me. Getting Russell Wilson.
Dude. I can't complain about that. I guess I went old school too with some old guys. But yeah, I can't complain about that.
That's pretty good, dude. Derek Carr and Russell Wilson on the other side of him. Daniel Jones a little bit before him as well. I mean, Gino's got DK. He's got, and Jogma Smith, and he's got Lockett still. I mean, there's still three, and Noah Fant. Like, they're still great playmakers. I don't know what to expect with the new coach. We'll have to see how it all plays out.
JC, you're going to time out.
No, I'm not.
Or I didn't know what you were doing.
No, I'm not. I'm just looking. I'm researching. I'm talking. I'm making conversation and still trying to get things done. I'm not going on auto.
Yeah, I wasn't going to let you go to auto.
Did I take the first kicker?
You did. You took Aubrey, number one kicker last year.
I looked at that, dude, and I looked at – so here's the thing. I was looking at Aubrey, and then I looked at all the kickers kind of around him, and in this scoring system, it's not, like, huge. So I waited. I love Aubrey, especially Scott Fish, man. Ooh. Yeah. Everyone's waiting on kickers, dude. Aubrey was the top 50 player last year. I mean,
he played soccer. They recruited him.
Yeah, but is Dak going to be better? The reason he was so good is because they had to keep kicking field goals. So you're telling me right now that you think.
Yeah, right here. Yeah, looking at the draft kit, he made 36 field goals last year. So
that's a lot.
It's a lot.
Well, the Cowboys were putting up almost over 30 points in, I think, like 3/4 of the season, if I'm not mistaken, when they won. Even when they lost.
Yeah, and we got the kicker rankings as well and the draft kit. Aubrey,
Tucker.
Yeah, Tucker, Carlson, Myers, Elliott, McPherson, Bucker, Santos, Moody. All those guys are good to go.
Yeah, Bucker's a good kicker.
Man, there's so many good wide receivers and tight ends still sitting there.
That's what it's saying. Like, sometimes it's like it's better kind of to fade some positions in these kind of drafts because James is in here. Hawk Tua season.
Hawk Tua. There you go. Let's see. Just testing this out.
Real draft I've studied. Hey, I'm gonna tell you though, like the crazy thing is sometimes you can fade some players. Like I don't love my running backs right now, but Jaylen Warren, I think, is going to get a lot more opportunities. I mean, he showed out last year, top 20, 25 running back. That was my RB2. And I have Jonathan Taylor, who I feel is going to be a solid running back. I feel like in this kind of league, I'm feeling okay. I've got some solid defensive players. I'm happy with my receivers.
Yeah. And dude, let me tell you something. If you lose a running back and you do like an anchor strategy or something, like I did with Nick Chubb in basically every big league I was in, and this one and the Kings Classic.
Scott Fish.
Yeah. Gosh almighty. It's tough, man.
It did hurt.
Where's Too Fast? Because, man, he was all over me in the last one when I drafted Nick Chubb, remember?
Oh, yeah.
He ain't starting. He's injured.
Yeah, dude, that's still an interesting situation. I'm grabbing some Jerome Ford. I'm grabbing some Nick Chubb. I have a couple shares of Foreman. I was right about Cleveland last year. That's the hard part, JC. We were so right about Cleveland.
They wanted to run that ball.
Well, I mean, they were successful. You could get Amari Cooper cheap. You could get, Nick Chubb is still a first round guy, but you could get him. He wasn't being taken off the board in the first four.
I do it.
So it just sucks. It sucks when you're right about something and you get an injury like that. It's so major. Minka Fitzpatrick, dirty Steelers, bro.
My team last year in Scott Fish, I had Chubb, I had Breece Hall, and I had Bijan Robinson. That was how I started my draft.
Wow.
I think Bijan fell to fourth because people were drafting like tight ends were super heavy last year and quarterbacks. So it was just like, I was just like, man, if I could have three insane, and then the fucking Chubb goes down, Breece has a little bit of things here and there. Oh, you didn't know what was happening with Bijan just because of that offense was just terrible. It's like, man,
Right.
think about that this year, man. If Chubb was healthy with Brees and Bijan, you have three top five running backs right there.
So, Greg, I
Greg?
checked out that story you shared, Greg, and that's the NFL one. And then, of course, the original author of this, Emil, which we all did something at TSA to help Emil out, and I hope he's doing well. And Bob Harris, wrote an article as well about it. But that link does work. It's pretty cool. The NFL website themselves talk about Winkenbach, dude, and he's just a guy you got to know, man. If you got time, read that. It's written by Mina Kims, which we all love. A lot of the women of fantasy football got to hang out with her. Roxanne got to hang out with her. So great fantasy football analyst, sport analyst. You watch Around the Horn, you know her from there even. But yeah, it's a short, brief, write up, and you can read it in literally less than 2 minutes. So go check it out.
You just missed the biggest homer pick of all time.
Let me see. I thought Brandon Aubrey was pretty homer.
I mean, we already know Will's going to draft everything from Texas, but
Look,
Chicago
Bears.
look.
defense.
He doubled down with Edwards too. Back to back.
Hey, they're going to be
Turnovers.
on the field a lot. So
Tyreek
That's a
Stevens
good way to
had
look at
a
it.
great rookie season.
Yeah.
Jalen Johnson had, if he would have caught the other 20 passes that he dropped, he would have led the league in interceptions. They know how to create turnovers, and like JC said, they're gonna be on the field a lot.
I mean, you got to
That's what
look
I'm
at it this
looking
way.
for.
Even if Caleb Williams pans out, he should. He's got all the talent in the world. Year one, man, it's so hard to come into a brand new league. Players are a lot faster, a lot bigger. Like, you're not playing against guys that are not gonna. They're gonna be, next year they're gonna be working at Hardee's or, working a paper route or whatever. They're not gonna be playing in the NFL. These are guys that have been playing in the league for a long time. You're playing in a very defensive heavy division in the north where it's cold, on a field where it's very cold. It's going to be a lot different. I mean, I think Caleb can be good, but year one, man, it's tough. It's going to be tough, especially on the Bears team.
So, any Bears fans that are watching, I'm going to say this, and this is reality. Caleb Williams is not going to come into the season and be the next CJ Stroud. It's just CJ Stroud was a once in a great while thing that happens with a quarterback. A quarterback like CJ Stroud, I mean, I'm not saying Caleb can't do it, but it's highly unlikely that he's just going to jump right into it and break the records like CJ Stroud did. So lower your expectations, because I don't think it's going to happen that way. He's got some out to do.
Colcom, that's going to take a big hit too, I think. I mean, he was a pretty reliable tight end. We'll have to see how it goes. Tight ends and rookies go usually pretty good together, but we'll just have to see how that pans out. Interesting division, tough division. We'll see. We'll see.
I think the NFC North is going to be the toughest division in the NFL.
You're tough, man.
Yeah, it's hard. It's a hard division to get out of. Like I said it in the comments the other day. You don't really see somebody go 6-0 in the division. Not in the NFC North. It's just It's too hard. The teams just know each other. For a while we had a lot of the assists. A lot of the coaching staff went from this team to that team, and then players go from this team to that team. I mean, Julius Peppers, he's going into the Hall of Fame, and I'm pretty sure he will go in as a Panther. But he had great runs with Chicago and Green Bay. And that's just one of those things you see in the division. A lot of those players kind of go back and forth. So
yeah. We got Devin Hester going in this year to the Hall of Fame. We got Mongo, Steve McMichael going into the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
I'm in the same boat as you, TJ. I think it'll be a bust.
We'll see.
I hope he does well for my boy. I hope he does well for you, Pete. I'm holding my breath, I can tell you that.
Yeah, fantasy is so interesting. It's
you never know.
Yeah, you never know. And any given week, you got the right person in, you could be like, dang it, I got to start this guy. I didn't really want to start him. And that goes off for like 3 touchdowns and 150 yards, you know?
Yep.
So,
Don't second guess yourself. If you got that guy and that's the guy you need to start him. Don't.
And that's coming
Yeah.
from a Bears fan.
Yeah.
Taysom Hill, love to see it. Way to go, Will.
Oh,
QB tight end, double position. With all the points, I figured he'd be good to have.
Xavier legit? Is it legit or legit?
Look at
Legit.
it's French. It's like French.
Legit. Okay, legit.
So
I'll tell you what,
he was
Fields could be a cheat code. He's a what?
maybe. So he's a beneficiary of them losing their number one receiver. He was a 1-year wonder. He had a huge year. He was basically the only target on that team. I mean, Spencer Rattler was literally running for his life. He played for South Carolina. Spencer Rattler was literally running for his life all the time. That offensive line was so bad. So he was literally having to just huck it downfield. Man, Leggett can make some moves. He's kind of a bigger guy. I don't know if he's good. He's not somebody you hear about like breaking away from a defender, you know. He's just a big guy. He makes big plays, but you know, like I said, what was his name? My guy Edwards, who played for the Raiders. Dang it. He was a South Carolina, or he was like one of the top prospects coming out of college. He had one of the best player profiles coming out of college, and he was a massive bust. Edwards, he played for the Raiders. I have his jersey in the closet, I think, only because he was going to be he was a Gamecock, dude. He was so good in college. He was making Odell style catches in college. Like, he was so good. Yeah, Brian Edwards.
Oh yeah, Braylon or Brian?
Brian Edwards, man. He was so talented in college. So talented in college. Like, absolute monster in college. He was making insane catches, and dude was just an absolute bust. He went to the Raiders to fall apart and die.
Yeah. Las Vegas.
Sorry,
man.
Fredo.
It's gonna do that to you.
Kicker
Just
run,
that
little
guy.
run.
I don't believe he's a bust. I'm just saying that he's not CJ Stroud. Lower the expectations. That's all. Usually rookies don't come into the league and light it up. It just doesn't happen. History has shown.
Even Mahomes sat behind Alex Smith.
Yep. And that was a heck of a quarterback to sit behind too.
Hell yeah, it was, dude.
Exactly. But Caleb Williams isn't going to get the opportunity to sit.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
And I think that's a big mistake of the NFL. I think our quarterbacks should come in and sit 1 year, learn it, see the speed on the field, learn the playbook of that, coordinator or coach that brought them in, and then go out if they're ready the next year. The Ben Roethlisbergers of the world are few and far between.
Yeah, they stopped doing that. I remember every quarterback that got drafted, you would sit a couple seasons before you got your chance. Now they just draft you and throw you out there.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
They got that option of the 5th-year option. That's probably what it is. They're like, all right, we're going to see what you got for 4 years. If you ain't shit, cut ties.
Reset.
And the quarterback market is the most saturated it's ever been in my 40 years of watching football. There's more quarterbacks. I mean, Sam Darnold would have been fine 20 years ago, but he can barely hold on to a job.
Dude was seeing ghosts.
Yeah, seeing ghosts.
He thought he was hanging out with Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, Jordan Love, perfect example. Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes. Tom Brady. He sat behind Drew Bledsoe. Yeah, but he sat behind Drew Bledsoe. I learned a lot, I'm sure, from like a quarterback that had already been to the Super Bowl. Has already been the guy, Mm-hmm. So I think there's a lot of benefit to that. Troy Aikman even sat behind a couple quarterbacks, right? I can't remember their name, but
Dak Prescott sat behind Romo.
Yeah, Dak sitting behind, the examples of it being a beneficiary are, like that truth will hit you again and again and again. And I just think it's something where the NFL, the need for instant gratification, dude. Like, no, we're sucking. You're going to sit here so I don't get you destroyed and the media don't hound you. And then you're just safe right here beside me, but you're going to learn from the mistakes of others. I think it's a perfect system.
Yeah.
Is the opportunity going to come for Brown? It's him and Cook or Zach Moss.
Moss, I think Moss is good for it.
You think if Moss can hold, he can play all year?
I don't know. I think Brown's an excellent value. I mean, I love Chase Brown. John Soupy, guys remember him? We've had him on the show. He wrote an article today about why he thinks Chase Brown is like, you got to have him. He's one of those guys you got to have. So
when he got the opportunity, man.
I don't know. Running backs they don't have the value that they used to after. I mean, you just got CMC, Bijan, and then it completely drops off.
Snap percentage. All right, let's see.
Joe Mixon is a very underrated running back. I mean,
what's projections?
I agree.
And so Chase Brown, we didn't get to see what Chase Brown was capable of because Joe Mixon can pick up a third down blitz. He's great at it. He's a big guy. Joe Mixon can catch the ball better than he used to. Joe Mixon can go in the goal line. Joe Mixon can, get you 6 or 7 yards. So I think Chase Brown has a real opportunity in front of him, JC. I really do.
30% snap share. Oh, he got a receiving. He's a good receiver.
Yeah, with Joe Burrow, are you kidding me? Dude, Mike Gesicki, I think that is a sneaky tight end. I know people are like, oh, don't fall for it again. I was like, dude, he had a bad year in New England. He had a bad year with the team that doesn't even acknowledge the tight end, basically runs as little tight end personnel as you can. And now he's with Joe freaking Burrow, dude. Like, get off the gas, bro. Like, I think he's going to be good. Yeah. I'm best balling the heck of him.
Gonzalez. I like that one. Christian Gonzalez. Because New England's going to be really, really bad offensively. So that defense is going to be on the field a lot.
No, I agree with you. And they got a defensive-minded head coach still. They didn't get away from that philosophy. I mean, it's basically disciple player of Bill Belichick, So, man, hey, I do want to say while we got a second, JC, let's go ahead and get a word to our sponsors.
Here we go.
Shout out to Drafters. Yeah, Monday night. Drafters After Dark, baby. Come hang out with me. And I know Pete's going to be hanging out with me. So,
hey, they got minis back too, dude. I got plenty of money for the minis. So we can hop in there. $2 mini this Friday. I can hop on that for sure.
Friday night, maybe we'll do if we get people coming in, I think I got some giveaways. I think I can do a giveaway. So if somebody wants to hop in, the first we'll do is the $2. And in that $2, I'll do a giveaway. Somebody wants to pop in with us, I'll send you 15 to hop in with the big one with us. But you got to get signed up on Drafters. Go look down here. Go sign up.
Look at the banner scrolling by. Yep. TSA Bets.
TSA Bets. It's the promo code. Get signed up on Drafters. Get matched up to $100. You get signed up. Go let me know. I'll get you in. I'll personally send you $15 to get in with us. So make sure you go get signed up on Drafters. Hang out with us. Friday night, 10 Eastern.
10 Eastern, and then we got Fish saying he'll hop on the minis too. $2 minis, man. Get your drafting in. Get to where these people are going to be. Get one more. It's not exactly 16 teams, but it's good to know about where people are going. Even just offensive guys.
All right, so I'm taking this as the kicker. I'm going to take this year. He had a great promo last year.
I already knew once you said that.
The kicker had a great promo last year. He was selling himself. Dude, I'm going to tell you this year, he's probably going to kick in a lot of field goals.
Hardball. Yep.
They're going to play a lot of defense. He's probably be kicking some field goals. You know, their running backs aren't what it used to be. It's going to be a way different offense. You lost a top wide receiver on that team. Like the best receiver now is what? Quentin. Did they get Lad McConkey? They got Lad McConkey too, right?
Yeah, but I think Quentin Johnson's going to be better.
And Trey was it
Palmer, and then that's DJ Chark. That's it.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of kicking. Dicker, the kicker this year, is going to be kicker number. He's going to be he'll be a top 3 kicker. Let's do that. That's going to be a bold prediction for me. Dicker, the kicker, is a top 3 kicker this year.
I think I got him listed as a
one.
I got him on the second tier. So I'll challenge you there. We'll do the Expo Gentleman League drink bet next year. The next year, the following.
So tier, what's your tier then? You say he's going to be in the bottom 16?
No, he could still be top 10 and be in the tier 2. But tier 1, like I said, I still have Aubrey, Carlson, Daniel. That is Justin Tucker. I know he was good. I mean, he good. I think maybe I need to move him up. Maybe
he did the promo late in the season. Remember that it wasn't early; it was late.
Well, look. Part of the reason Tucker's so good is because his brother, Jim Harbaugh. They're defensive minded. They're point minded. They play football the way it was played in the 80s and 90s to an extent. With the exception of Lamar Jackson, who just fell into their lap. They drafted Hayden Hurst, who is now a Charger, before they drafted Lamar Jackson. That's so crazy to me. But
he was a Gamecock also.
Yeah, he was, right.
Hayden Hurst, Triple H. That's what I call him. All right, so we're rolling. We got 3 rounds left. It's not too bad. We're going pretty quick. It's nice. I like that. I like to see that. Hufanga off the board. There we go, Mel. Mel's been listening.
Yeah, I love it, man. And then, like I said, another cool thing about the cheat sheet, it breaks down like 2023 stat leaders. You got assisted tackles, solo tackles, sacks, interceptions, passes defended, field goals made, extra points made, and return yards. Like, no disrespect to the offensive side of the ball. We're going to have that covered on TSA. We got a lot of great people that you can find those stats, but you can pretty much find offensive stats everywhere. So that's why with this draft kit, I wanted to focus on stats that are relevant to FF7s, that, may not get as much attention, or you actually have to go search for it. Now you just got it right there available too.
And I'll say that the cheat sheets, they work really well if you read them before your draft, because if you got a fast timer, you ain't going to be able to work with that.
Yeah, that is one thing. I thought about making a comprehensive offensive and defensive, but I don't know how to print that on one sheet, to be honest, because you're talking a lot of players. It's like, give me the magnifying glass.
All right, I'm taking Greenard here, dude. I mean, he came from Houston. He's basically have to step in and take Danielle Hunter's spot. I mean, he can go. He can play what? Linebacker. He can play DL. I mean, he's going to have to fill in now. I mean, he's going to have a big shoes to fill. I think he's somebody who can kind of show out this year. I mean, Minnesota's defense is going to be on the field a lot. So why not take a chance on that?
I like Greenwood. Yeah, he's definitely going to be our best defensive lineman.
I mean, I like the fact that he's going to be able to play. He's dual eligible on here, so if I need to fill in, it doesn't matter. I got linebackers down the.
JC.
So helps.
Yeah.
So when, if ever this season, do you think JJ McCarthy starts?
Week 4.
Week 4.
All right, hold on. Let me look at the schedule. That's pretty. Hold on, man. Is it crazy that so in Disco's shout out to Big Draft Energy. Make sure you'll go check out and subscribe to him. But yeah, for sure, dude. Earlier, somebody in the chat was talking about who do you think, besides Caleb Williams, who's an easy pick, who do you think is somebody who could be a standout quarterback this year? And I said Penix, because I don't think that I think something's gonna happen with Kirk, dude. Karma's gonna hit him, dude. Karma's gonna hit him, dude. This year, it's gonna just.
That would be wild.
That's really mean of me, but.
I mean, they threw off the whole draft, the whole NFL draft when they did that. So I mean, it would make the GM look like a genius, but it'll also make him look bad because he gave Kirk Cousins a hell of a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, hopefully they get a chance to develop Penix, but I'm not so sure about Cousins either, man. Atlanta could grab him, bro. He could start wilding out and stuff. Never know. And TJ, thank you for saying that. Yeah, the rivalries are part of what make fantasy football stuff so special. Got a friend you like playing with, got you. You got a history of playing somebody in fantasy football sevens. They'll play 2 or 3 years together and you want to keep playing with them? No problem. Got you. TJ, like you said, Minnesota will be out, but you requested certain players, TJ, and I wanted to make sure you request them, I get you with them. So.
I don't know who to take here. Josh Palmer.
You put me in a very, very, very competitive division with you, JC, Greg Kellogg. I was like, oh boy, here we go.
Mel's not in that one. She might be in another one. Yeah, you guys are in the 70s, or what? You guys are in the 80s or 70s?
I'm gonna tell you right now, dude. We got one of the best, most distinguished minds of IDP in our division, in our league. Leo. He won. Leo. He won the Kings Classic last year for IDP. So.
Yeah, every league has a name at the top, and that name is the person who won the league Fantasy Football Sevens League last year. It's like a little perk. Hopefully we can get together and make little banners, Will, JC, just little circular banners people can put on there, league winner, champion, that kind of stuff. But yeah, you guys you're in a tough one. I mean, you got Leo, then you got Brother Ross, who's been in this format a long time, Aaron St. Dennis, mad scientist. Nobody's really going to outwork him in the fantasy football world, I don't think. Tackle box is great. You got Pete. Pete. Yeah, you're in there with a pretty tough division. Josh Araya had a good. That's the guy from New Zealand. Had a good run last year, and then Greg. Greg might be easy. He doesn't know much about IDP. We'll see. Then Craig. Yeah, Craig's ruthless, dude. That's going to be hard. JT Orange was on Thursday checkdown last week. Another great mind. JC Hawaii 3G made it to the finals last year, and then of course Uncle Mercy Steven, one of the greatest fantasy football minds we know, dude. Active, military as well, and still finds ways to play 30 leagues or something ridiculous, man. So shout out to Steven.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah.
No easy routes out there, dude. So yeah, you're gonna have to go through Greg, Tackle Box, or Josh Devine.
Rich is in the 80s league. Mel's must be in there too.
Yeah, the 80s leagues with Rich. Yeah. Anthony, that's Anthony's league. He's the king of that one. Yeah, Mel's in that one. Rico's in that one. Scott, who just put on the Las Vegas Scott Fish Bowl Live. Sin City Heat's in that one. So a lot of Wendy is in that one. Rachel's in that one. A lot of good people in there as well.
Man,
we're entering it. Last round. Here we go.
Love it.
I can't believe how fast it went. Honestly, it will not go this fast once you start drafting. I didn't either.
A lot of great picks. Everybody did good, really good.
Read what's available. Who do you guys think is the best top available free agent right now? Across all positions, not just the position you need.
Gabe Davis is still on there.
Likely.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like Gabe. Let's see. Mike Williams for the Jets. Corley.
I don't like Mike Williams. There's something. He's still banged up, man. I don't think he's gonna be as healthy as people think. I like Malachi Corley, but there's people talking about he's not good with his footwork, which is detrimental to the receivers. But I like his talent. I like his work ethic. I think he's a good receiver. I think he's sneaky late. Malachi Corley is somebody that I like. But there are some people that will tell you he's bad footwork.
You got Douglas for New England, Khalil Herbert. You have Adam Thielen, who was a wide receiver one. Brandon Cooks. There is a lot of good talent out here, man. Dotson, great linebacker for Seattle. Harold Landry, Levante David, who won me an IDP championship, still playing. One of the most underrated linebackers of my lifetime. Kirby Joseph, Josie Jewell, Drew Tranquil, Grant Delpit, Eric Kendricks. Is he going to be any good for Dallas? I mean, there are some good. Jake Battle back in Cincinnati. Woolen, Tyreek Woolen. Or actually, his name is just Reek now, I guess. Reek Woolen. I mean, there's some good people still. Tyler Boyd.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just fun.
I'm gonna go Buda Baker.
Hey, dude, I can't believe he made it this far. That is
We
unreal.
be smoking. Duarte. Hey, just so y'all know. So Cruiser said, thanks for the draft, guys. Peace. Hey, Cruiser, appreciate you. Your team's, man, I like the way you started this team. It's a nice team, man. You got some great players. You went really defensive heavy, which was fun to watch. Aiden O'Connell is your QB3. You got Josh Allen and Jaden Daniels, which I absolutely loved. I mean, I loved your first three. They were absolutely beautiful start. Josh Jacobs. I mean, I think we don't know. I mean, Green Bay is going to have to use him a lot. I mean, they're going to have to. I mean, we saw what Aaron Jones did when he was healthy there in Green Bay, so we know what Josh's talent. Ravens are great. Pickens, man, Pickens is going to be really good. Man, his team is. I mean, I like his team a lot.
Let's see, Mr. Irrelevant. Who does Anthony got for us?
Gardner Minshew.
Gardner Minshew, man.
Let's go.
I saw Fish got Matt Gay. I mean, there's just so many good people still in the 20th round. You know, it's good. The whole reason for this is like you're going to have to get people, and I want to keep the waiver active, but there's still good talent. Every week there's going to be somebody that finishes as a top 20 player on the waiver wire every week. Who's that one? JC BBILL?
No, TJ said he wants his team. He wants to talk about his team.
Let's do it.
All right, so I like the receivers. I don't like the quarterbacks. Sam Darnold's probably only going to be starting for a couple weeks. Kirk Cousins can only start for a couple weeks. I mean, like I said, we don't know about that injury. He's older. Man, he's been banged up before in the past. He could do really well, and if he does start, he could be really great for that team. But Atlanta's not ready. I mean, they're ready. If Kirk Cousins comes in and doesn't look great, they're going to go. They paid him a lot of money. They're going to put him back down on the bench. They're going to sit him. And they brought in Penix, and I mean, he picked him up early. You know, he was pick 5, 6? What was he, 7? He was up there. Like he's a high pick. So I mean, you're all right. You're like, all right, we'll go start this kid if we need to. He's got that upside play. I mean, he could be something special too. And if he plays, I mean, they might just sit Kirk until he's ready to play. If they make it to the playoffs, they might just play Kirk.
TJ did get the triple down, though. He got Cousins. He got Drake London. And then one of my favorite late-round picks, Darnell Mooney, because Atlanta doesn't really have a wide receiver after Mooney. Yeah. So, and getting Mooney that late, that is really good. Some great running back picks late. Trey Benson, Blake Corum, both could take over their backfields. So that would be interesting to watch. So
Davis, I like Davis too, man. I like Davis a lot too.
So three great running backs.
Yeah, I mean the defense looks good. I like Turner, Hendrickson. Trey Hendrickson's good.
Deron Bland, one of the best DBs in the NFL. Yeah. So I think I'm going to give it a B-, B+. I mean,
the quarterbacks, man, they worry me. If I was you, like I would have tried to get. If you're going to do Sam Darnold, then at that point, I'm like, I'm going to turn around and try to get JJ McCarthy later, or grab somebody. Like I thought in this draft, I thought about it because I was like, all right, I'm going to get Geno late. It's like I saw quarterbacks falling, and I was like, all right, I could probably get Geno late. You know, he's going to keep falling and falling. I saw to a point where quarterbacks just kept sitting there. I'm like, okay, I can wait now. And I thought, you know, when I grabbed DK, I'm like, okay, we kind of were talking about Geno. And then if I wanted to later, like I could even go get, you know, we were talking about Sam Howell. Yeah.
Jacoby Brissett. Jacoby Brissett still out there.
There's players that are like like quarterbacks, like the people think they're so like but like even in best ball leagues where it's 12 team, 22 rounds or 18 rounds or whatever it is, like you see quarterbacks still sitting there. I'm like, well, these guys are probably going to start during the year, and there's probably some of them that are going to do very well. Like Howell, dude, like I said, like if he gets an opportunity with those receivers, can you imagine how good he could be? Like that team, they have great running backs, like they have good receivers. Like him, he could be, man, he was so good in North Carolina. He was so good. And like he just had really good running backs, and which he has the same style of running backs he would have that he had in North Carolina that he would have now he has in Seattle. Like he's set, man. Like I think like if Howell gets the opportunity, man, if he's gonna huck the ball that many times, like if I'm DK, if I'm JSN, if I'm Tyler Lockett, I want that guy. Like he's gonna get it. His efficiency will go up because he's gonna have good receivers. Like I mean, the receivers he had, in Washington, they're all right. They kind of showed out, but
they're not DK. They're not. They're nowhere near DK or Tyler Lockett.
Yeah, and JSN's going to show out too. I mean,
JSN,
and having Kenneth Walker, who's very explosive, and Charbonnet, who can stand out too. Like having those guys in your backfield are very dependable. And now they have another guy who could be really good is Fant, right? Fant could be another guy that shows up because if Howell's the guy, Fant is going to be a guy who shows up because Howell was peppering his tight end last year all over, like
especially in the red zone.
Fant could be a guy who, like in best ball, like just grab him really late. Like he could be a guy like in the last rounds, like he's going to be available. Scott Fishbowl, he might be somebody I'm just gonna be like, all right, way late, man. Fant, because like I said, if Howell starts, look out, man, because he likes to look at his tight ends.
I also like Joe Flacco and Drew Lock. If you're in a deeper league outside of this league, and you got a deep bench, just go get Joe Flacco backing up Anthony Richardson in Indianapolis, and maybe go take a look at Drew Lock. Just if nothing else, you got some trade bait, for those quarterbacks. Like, yeah, I got you. Here you go.
Yeah. Those guys trying to make that playoff push, you already know you're out of it. Some of them guys are just, you can use that trade bait and actually pull yourself back in. Unless you're like 0-6, then it's pretty much over.
Yeah, if you're around 500, dude, sometimes trades of what's won me championships. So, that's interesting in itself. JC, you back?
Yeah, my computer is weird. If you like swipe with two fingers across, it like moves you out of the next screen. It's weird.
Okay.
Iggy, I got a question.
But go for it.
Is there somewhere people can go to look up about Kawasaki's disease and to donate to the cause?
Yeah, we've donated over $2,000 to a few organizations. One in the UK, the Kawasaki's Disease Foundation. It's kind of a USA one, and then Kawasaki Kids. They personally gave us stuff when my daughter was in the hospital. They helped us get along with the Ronald McDonald Foundation, get us a room because we ended up staying at that children's hospital for 7 days 6 days, 7 nights. And, that was pretty thankful. And Kawasaki Kids actually responded, thank you to us. So you can look at just kawasakikids.org. And of course, if you want to donate to us on the PayPal for our goal, we did all of Colorado, like I said last month. This month we're doing New Mexico and Wyoming. Because I live in the Mountain West, and rural states. And the whole trick on this is just being informed about it. So I'm just trying to get some information to, us rural people up here in the mountains. So if you want to donate to PayPal, it'll be at FF, the number 7, and then an S. And that's us.
Okay, that's awesome. If anybody in the viewers need that information later on, you guys can message one of us. And then I'm pretty sure we could get it to you.
And it's also my pinned tweet still. I still have it on my pinned tweet if you want to just go to the donation form.
Absolutely.
Jerry's
Thanks, Jerry.
Hey, we're gonna do a giveaway here. So everyone that kind of hung out with us tonight, I know Mel, you don't need to get into this because you already won. But we're going to be giving away the Bob Lund Consistency Guide. We're a huge supporter of the Fantasy Football Expo and Bob Lund. He's a good human. So we are going to be giving away. Basically, it is a digital copy because it's updated. It's an updated file of the one that he sends out. But we are going to be giving one away. So we are going to do a duck race. So everybody in here put IDP in the chat. IDP in the chat. So if you're just hopping in here, put IDP in the chat. We're going to be doing a giveaway.
And go.
Bob Long's consistency guide. This is a great guide. He is the top seller on Yahoo, or what is it? Amazon. Top seller on Amazon. I think it's sick, man. It's full of information.
Man.
It's got mad information in here.
Lots of numbers. If you like numbers, read it.
Dude, consistency, man. Consistency is key, especially in fantasy. Unless you're looking for like in best ball, you want some of them boom guys. But man, consistency has been a big help, especially in them late rounds. You can find some guys that are kind of out there. They're very consistent. You got those names, Pete?
Yes, sir.
Getting them.
Nobody wants to win those consistency.
Yeah.
So we got Mel's already been in it, so she already won.
And
We
Jerry
got Fish.
won.
We got Fish. Jerry won one. So we got Fish. We got TJ. We got Anthony. We got Rich. Mr. Worldwide.
Let's see.
I love the jam, man. It's chill.
James, if you want to get into this giveaway, type in IDP.
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 Let me pull up.
Correct, Rich.
Let's see if we got any. I got the X. If you're watching on X, I got the X pulled up. Just type it in there too, and I'll get you.
I think when I rolled out, it like made everybody leave. I don't know how, but
it may have. I mean, some people said bye. That's part of it.
throw James in there. Oh, he said we good. Let these good people win it. He said because he's Duck, we'll win it all.
Okay.
Appreciate you, James.
Yes, and then Richard, no third round reversal in FF7. It'll just be wherever you are. It'll be coming back around snaking. Nothing in the FF7s there. So, or excuse me, in the no mention of IDP on the X right now.
Well, you have 4.
Yeah. People that were here all day, or most of the show too. Thank y'all for that.
Yep. Appreciate you all hanging out tonight.
Super chill show. Man, that was a fun draft. I'm stoked to draft IDP. It's what I'm really stoked for? The home league.
Yeah, man.
Bay league, baby.
Gotta fill that one up. It's the same thing as this league. Just go through league safe, and we all play, and winner takes it all. So if you're interested in something like that, let us know too. A little bit more loose with the lips with some of those guys, but it's still a lot of fun. I love playing with Pike.
What kind of league is it though? How do you draft?
Oh, it's auction, and as a tradition in that league, we do it the night before kickoff. It didn't always used to be auction. We always drafted them. So you draft your team the next freaking day. You're watching your team play, dude. I love drafting the night before football. It's a Wednesday. It's a hump night, and I'm so buzzed for the next day to get here. I can barely sleep anyway, so the auction's nice. Thank you, Pac. If you also want to check out,
I'll get Pac in here too. I can get Pac in here too.
Okay. Pac, we're gonna put you into the duck race as well. And he runs a great charity. I'm not sure if it's a charity league, but it's a really fun league that you run with your family. Pac's daughter's in the Scott Fish Bowl. Pac's been playing with her. It's so cool if you got these children that get an interest in fantasy sports. I hope my kids do. but he runs Touchdown in Familia. I believe the way you set it up is, you're one parent, one child, and y'all just kind of play together, set up rosters. It's pretty cool. I can't wait for my daughter to get a little older. I think she'll want to do it with me. If not, my son's a couple years behind, and I'll force him to do it.
I'll force him to do it. Get over here. We're playing football. All right, so we're gonna get in here. We got 5 people in here. What's better than duck race?
I love these things. I'm gonna be.
James,
I'm not even,
my guy James. That's what's better.
I'm not even in it. My pits are probably gonna be sweating. I better have to take off the jacket here in a second.
Yeah. Bacon. I agree, bacon.
Bacon.
Mel said daddy's girl's gonna want to bet with her dad. All right, Mel. In honor of Mel, we're gonna go 69. In honor of Mel. Her favorite number. So we're gonna go in honor of Mel. We'll set it. Now I just need. Let me just get between 1 and 5. 1 and 5.
3. Go 3.
Oh, Mel said pizza.
And pizza. Yeah, we all love pizza too, Mel.
Bacon
pizza,
on the pizza.
Pizza parlays. Hey, is your show gonna be on this week?
Yeah, we're running it Thursday, tomorrow at 2:00, just like normal, July 4th special. So we'll be good to go.
We got 5 from Rich.
James, I'm reminding you now that you need to bring me some stuff at the expo. All right, 3 times. We got 5. I think right. Rich said 5.
Rich says 5. Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And
I love the number 5 too, Rich. Let's go. Here we go, baby.
I like Fish up there. Fish has got the Zorro on. DJ's got the old school British
Constable. Yeah, Constable.
Pac's got the Granny Duck. Granny Duck's gonna. Frito's like he's out way out front. He's like, dude, I am just going out.
I already know the old lady's gonna win. The old lady Duck's gonna win.
Old lady Duck's gonna win.
I'm flying everybody right now.
What is Anthony's? Is he like a dinosaur duck? It's like purple spotty.
Purple heart, baby. He's got the purple heart.
Oh, purple heart, baby. Love it.
So fixing to pull a hammy. Gonna burn out.
Anthony coasting it this last 24.
Let's go. 20 seconds left on the clock. What's up, everybody? Man, we got 75 viewers in here now. Everyone missed out on the little giveaway. I'm sorry, everyone, but next time.
Here we go. Look at what did I tell you? Look at what did I tell you? Wait.
Make it duck, Frito.
Frito's pulling his hammy.
Mr. Worldwide.
All right,
Nice. Congrats.
Worldwide. Getting the flips on him. Getting the flips on him.
Way to go, Rich, baby. No hammy pool.
Getting the
no hammy pool.
He said, I'm going to get run out, and he's good to go. Pac took second. Granny took second.
Chili cheese waiting for you at the end, too, to put on those Fritos, baby. Oh, that a Frito pot. Frito pie where I come from.
He said hammy bounce back. So if anybody here, I see a lot of people popped in. You say Granny came second. Hey, so just tune in next week. Mondays, usually we roll on Mondays. I haven't decided what we're going to do for Mondays. If anybody has something they want to prep for, I mean, we could do another. All the
Sexes draft that day. I think it already drafts that day.
Do one more Scott Fish draft. I know there's some people who have already done it, but there's some people that don't. Because I know my draft is
should be that morning
after.
Mine's is in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
2 weeks. So we could do if anybody want. So what we'll do is next Monday, 8 Eastern time, we'll do another Scott Fish Bowl mock. And if you want to get into it, I will drop it. I'll drop it probably Thursday morning. So we'll drop the link Thursday morning, maybe tomorrow morning, but probably Thursday. Your guy is tired, but yeah. Scott Fish. If anybody wants to get in and do a Scott Fish mock, if you have not drafted yet in Scott Fish, and you have your draft coming up and you want to jump in, we will be doing a Scott Fish mock draft on Monday, 8 Eastern, next Monday. Also, don't forget, tomorrow we got a show. right, Iggy? What we got going on tomorrow?
We got Thursday check down on a Wednesday, so we had the mock draft on a Tuesday. We got Thursday check down on a Wednesday. I forgot the guests off the top of my head, but Greg and Tip, and I'll be there producing. JC might be there. He deserves a day off, so hopefully he can take it. Pulling up the scenes. Let's see. We got Dustin. That's right, Dustin Ludke.
Yeah, Dustin Ludke.
Yeah, so it should be a lot of fun, man. Very knowledgeable. Looking forward to it.
Jerry's going to be at the live in Cincy. I think that's this weekend. I'm pretty sure that's Cincy this weekend.
A lot of people going to that one. That should be fun.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, there's a lot of people out there in Ohio. I wanted to try to get to the one in Wisconsin.
Madison?
I think that's this weekend, right? Is it this weekend coming up?
I think so.
Yeah, because next weekend or the following weekend is too bad. I wanted to go down to the Chicago one. I wanted to go to the one where you're at, Pete. It sucks that the one in Minneapolis, Chicago. I'm like, dude, we should be scheduling the different days because it's like this. It's like a 6-hour drive. It ain't too far.
I want to go to Vegas. It's about an 8-hour drive. Same thing. I want to go to that one. I've never been to Vegas, so I probably just wild out.
Dude, it's in the best. It's on the best part too in Vegas. You know, that area is the best. Fremont Street is legit the best part of Vegas. It's cheap as hell. It's super cheap. Like you go to the strip to dude, I'll tell you right now, I went to the strip and we bought 5 shots. And it was like Don Julio's or some place out there. It cost us over $100 for 5 shots. I said, no, we're not drinking on this side of town anymore. That's not, no. Dude, you can go drink for free, dude, on Fremont. As long as you're playing, you drink for free. I'm like, dude, I'm good. I'm not going to be, no way. No way.
I want to go there, man. It looked like a good time.
It's a blast. Vegas is fun.
One day I'll travel other than Florida. I always just take the kids to Florida, to Disney World like 20 times. I think this time I need to go somewhere else.
The Southwest is cool. Just watch out during the summer, I think. Different world.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hot.
Can't breathe hot. That's how hot it is. I've been in Minneapolis a few times.
Okay.
So next week, hop in. If you come hang out with us next week, next Monday, like I say, we're going to be doing a Scott Fishbowl mock draft. If you want to hop in with us, I will be posting the link. I think either Pete or Will get a link out, and I'll post the link and then inside their Twitter post. But we'll be giving another draft guide away next Monday. So if you want your chance to win a free draft guide from Bob Long, the creator of the Expo, this is the consistency guide. This thing is packed with knowledge. So if you want a shot at that, come hang out with us on Monday. Also, make sure you're getting out to the Expo. If you get out to the Expo, come hang out with us also. We're going to have a booth out there, booth 14. It'll be fun. So we're going to get out of here. Thanks, Iggy. Appreciate it. Go check out Kawasaki disease. What's the fundraiser real quick?
Pardon me?
What's the website people can go visit for the fundraiser?
The fundraiser, if you want to go check out KawasakiKids.org, or like I said, our PayPal is at FF7, the number 7S.
So make sure you guys check that out, or go donate like directly for Kawasaki's, man. It's a big deal.
Help
the thing
the
that
kids.
Iggy's doing is help the kids. Iggy's doing a lot. Awareness is key, big time. Awareness is key, and he's doing a lot for that.
If you catch it early, there's usually no symptoms, and it almost exclusively attacks children under 4, usually under 2. So,
and the biggest thing too, right, is you guys are getting flyers out. You're getting flyers created for these clinics, right? That's what your big thing that you're doing is you're trying to get awareness out for the clinics so people can see this in the clinic. If anybody goes to the clinic, you see some of these flyers out there in the clinic, that's something that Iggy and his wife are trying to do. That's what this whole thing is all about. They're trying to make this awareness. They want people to know, hey, could this be the symptom? Could this be the reason that my child is having this issue? Not like Iggy talks about, right? You didn't even know it was a thing, right? You didn't.
Yeah, I didn't know. I just thought of Kawasaki as a dirt bike or a quad or something like that, And we didn't know what it was. The doctors they told us it was polio. They told us it could be a reaction to a virus. It could be another thing that little babies get. But the longer you go, the more risk you have. Her coronary artery dilated a few millimeters, But if you catch it before that, you don't even have those symptoms. That's why awareness, I think, is so important, because I didn't know what it was. I feel like I talked to about 60% of the people I talked to about it don't know what it is. And yeah, we put out 164 flyers in rural hospital, even like urgent cares. Like, somebody that would just go to an urgent care, maybe doesn't have insurance or something like that. Going to an urgent care, you see it, at least they saw it. And now they can kind of like, hey, do you think this is it? Because really, as people like you and I, we're not doctors, so it's going to be hard for us to distinguish. But you'll notice something's not right as a parent, because the kids will be really, won't be sleeping, really grumpy. Just, it's terrible to watch, man. And you could just prevent one person from going through it. It'll be totally worth it.
Well, I think even TD, our friend TD, like his kid was having some issues, and like, he wouldn't even think to ask, but he came to you and was like, hey, do you think it could be this? Like, it's because you're raising awareness. I think that's key. Like, raising awareness is definitely key when it comes to medical stuff, and what you're doing is huge, man. It's very, very, very beneficial to your area, and I hope it grows to be bigger than that, to where you could be doing it all over the country. So hopefully we can get it to there someday. Like, it's a great thing that you're doing and your wife is doing, and it's a fun league, man. I think that people will see that. We'll have to maybe post some things. Maybe, man, it would be fun. Maybe one of these years where we do one of the leagues is just a fast draft. Like, that'll be a live fast draft, and we'll just be like, maybe we can pull in donations during the live draft. And maybe that would be something that we could do someday. So maybe we can talk about that, figure out if there's a league that would be like, hey, we're going to build a fast league, and it's going to be for this reason. And I think it's good to get awareness out there. So if we can do like a live draft, build awareness for Kawasaki, I think that's something that we could probably do next year.
Be a win-win, that's for sure.
So it's a huge win for Foundation. It's a huge win for what you and your wife are doing to get awareness out there for clinics. It's a big deal. So thanks everyone for joining us. Like I said, this is all what we're doing here at the sports affiliation. Is we're just trying to have fun, trying to build a positive environment. Be very inclusive, and we appreciate everyone coming to hang out with us tonight. We have 77 viewers. That's huge. We really appreciate that. Go check us out on YouTube. If you're not on YouTube, please just go like and subscribe. It's really big for us. We also have the Discord. We're going to be doing some big things on Discord through the year. I know it's getting close to the season. We're gonna try our best. Probably more next year, as we're getting too close to the season now. But we're gonna be trying to build an ADP through our Discord. So we want to do a lot of drafts next year, a lot of things like that. So if anybody wants to get involved, right now it's all free. It's chit chat about. There's even basketball chat going on. We got bets going on in there. Off-season football talk, fishbowl talk, mock draft. So there's a lot of things going on. Hit up my guy Will or Pete. They're helping. I mean, Will's been building our Discord. So if you got any questions about that, literally hit up Will.
Yep.
Will FF_, or you could hit me up or Philly. Check us out on Twitter. Yeah, he's got his pin tweet up there. But yeah, we're just trying to have fun. We're trying to build this fun community. We got some swag going to be coming out. I'm going to be trying to work on that, trying to get the swag store up. I got some stickers that I got coming out. That I've got some nice new die cut stickers coming. We're gonna have some stuff available at our booth. So I'm thinking about some fun stuff. Like if you buy a sticker, you're gonna get a chance to win some stuff that we're gonna have there. So come hang out with us. Like I said, we're gonna have some stuff at the expo. We're gonna be partying. We're gonna have some fun. Like I said, we like to have fun. We're all about having fun, including people and spreading positivity and love. So
positivity, baby.
You'll see what we're all about. We got some good people here in the chat. Thanks for everyone hanging out tonight. Like I said, we're gonna be rolling through the year. Things are gonna be growing. Things are gonna be fun. We are gonna have some as we get into the season. We're gonna have watch parties on Mondays and Thursdays. So come hang out with us for that. We have a Thursday takeover. We got 3 shows on Thursday. So Thursday takeover for that. And we're gonna be doing drafters too. Like I said, drafters. Get the promo down below. During the season, I'm going to be doing DFS drafts on Friday nights. So if you want to come draft against me on Friday nights, I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be done. I'm going to be getting more into golf. So there's a lot of things going on. So come hang out with us. We're going to have some fun. We just want people to get involved and, build a fun community. So come hang out with us. Appreciate it, everyone. Enjoy your it's Tuesday. Enjoy your Tuesday night. See y'all tomorrow. Peace out, everybody. Latest.